Okay, scatter plots, PAD 1.3. So, on a positive scatter plot, as your x goes up, your y goes up, right? Remember, x is independent, y is dependent. For this one over here, as your x goes up, your y went down, which is a negative correlation. And then the one down below it is no correlation because the dots are scattered everywhere. So when they ask you what type of shape the graph is or what relationship it is, they're asking you, is it positive, negative, or no correlation? So to draw your line of best fit, you try to draw a line between all of the little dots, right through the middle. You try to draw a line touching as many dots as possible. If you can't do that, then you try to put an even number of dots above the line as there is below the line. Then you write the equation, your y equals mx plus b. So we'll have to find your m, and we'll have to find your b, and put them in the equation. So your rate of change is your slope, and you find it by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And remember where it crosses the y line is your y-intercept. Your equation y equals mx plus b. M is always your slope. It's next to x, always. And b is at the end. It's where it crosses the y-axis. What shape is this scatter plot? Positive, because it's going what? If we try to draw, your line of best fit. You try to do it through as many middle dots as you can. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Below it that has 3 above it. Is that a very good one? So let's see if we can get it more even. That one's not very good either. Let's try it again. Okay, so this one has 1, 2. Those are kind of on the line. 3, 4. And that one below it, and it has 4 above it. Is that a pretty good line? Okay, so it's positive. We have our line of best fit. They want to know what the dependent variable is. What's your dependent variable? Score. What's your independent variable? So what's happening in your graph? The more minutes you practice, what happens?
The more points you score.
The higher your score. So if they want us to find the rate of change, what equation do I use to find the rate of change? Yep, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is where some people's answers are going to be just a little bit different. So you're going to pick 2 points. I'm going to pick this point, and this one's pretty close to the line, this point. You might pick 2 different points depending on how well you drew your line. So you have to find your x and y. So x is over 60 up what? 300. Over 60 up 300. And this one's over how many? Over 90 up 350. Okay, then you're going to label them x1, y1, x2, y2. And you're going to find your rate of change. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it gives you what? 50 over 30? Do 50 divided by 30 for me.
1.6.
What?
1.6.
1.6. Do 50 fraction 30 for me.
1 and 2.
1 and 2/3. So you can have 1.6 or 1 and 2/3 is going to be your m. Okay? If you would have picked different, if you would have drew your line different, yours would be, it could vary just a little bit. Okay? So this is saying it's going up around 2 points every minute. So then after you have your slope, which we rounded it to 2, they want you to have your equation for your line of best fit. So you have y equals 2x plus, where's it going to cross the y-axis at?
150.
It's going to cross about right there, 150. Some people might have drawn their line where it's a little bit lower and they would have said cross at 100. Is it still pretty close? Yes. So you have to draw your line of best fit. by knowing where it crosses the y-axis and finding your slope. So if somebody practices 90 minutes, 90 minutes we said would be about here. I don't want to go to the dot. I want to go all the way to the line. 90 minutes, we can expect their score to be about what? 350. What about if they practice 120 minutes? I go to the line, not the dot. Their score would be about what?
450.
450 or 420, something like that, right? So it's a little bit of an estimation. Not everybody's going to have the exact same answer. So do you see a correlation here? Positive, negative, or no correlation? No correlation. Kind of everywhere, right? So if there's no correlation, do I have a line of best fit? No, I can't draw a line. If I have no slope, I have no line of best fit. What's my independent variable? Independent variable? Age of visitors. My dependent variable? Number of visitors. But there's no correlation. So when it says what shape is this graph or what relationship is this graph, you would say no correlation.